This video is brought to you by SoccerPro.com, offering all of the latest soccer gear at everyday low prices with no membership fees. Use coupon code SR4U at checkout to get $10 off any order of $99 or more. Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com, bringing you my review plus on-feet video of the Nike Free Hypervenom 2s. If you guys are interested in a pair of these for yourself, the retail price is $130, but you can actually get them for a little bit less if you check out the Buy It Now link in the description of this video. So again, if you're interested in a pair, there's a link down below. And with that being said, let's get right into the review. All right, so here is a look at the shoes. This is one of the more recent colorway releases of the Nike Free Hypervenom 2. Basically the casual wear version of the Hypervenom soccer cleat line, which I'm sure a lot of you guys watching this channel probably are aware of. This is my second pair of these things. I actually have the original, or one of the first colorways to come out. It was the Nike FC branded one, which was pretty much all black with the cool black and white pattern in the actual outsole. I believe that video went up on my soccer channel, so if you guys want to check that out, I'll leave an annotation on screen. But this one is a little bit different. It doesn't have the same mesh upper. The original ones I had actually had pretty much the same Nike Skin mesh base that you would find on the Hypervenom Phantom 1, whereas this one just has kind of a more dense mesh material that is not the same. It's arguably a little bit better, I think, in terms of just durability, mainly because, one, it's more dense, plus you have an actual kind of Nike Skin covering across the majority of the shoe, not just where the flywire is located. So you have it across the toe box area, which is really nice, especially for wearing them right now, at least where I'm at. It's winter, there's a lot of water, there's some snow, so something like this that's not a completely open mesh sneaker is something that I can actually get away with wearing as long as it's not kind of too crazy outside as far as snow is concerned. So really, really comfortable. This mesh is also a little bit thinner as well, but very, very flexible despite the fused on layer on top. It's a very, very thin layer. As far as the colorway is concerned, I really, really like these. I'm very partial towards this kind of army green, olive green color. This is what they're calling medium olive, with of course black that you'll find in the Nike swoosh, as well as the paint speckling on the outsole. And then the outsole itself is ivory, so it's kind of like an off-white color, almost with a slightly yellowish tinge to it. I guess that's the best way to describe it. Really cool looking shoe though. It does have the flywire placement of the current Hypervenom Phantom 2 soccer cleat, or Hypervenom Finish, whichever you want to compare it to. You have the same positioning for the Nike swoosh at the front, which I think is really, really cool. That's black in color. I don't believe this is reflective. You got the off-centered lacing system with the slightly waxed medium olive laces as well. Little pull tabs on the front and back. This does actually have kind of an internal boot structure to it, so this is kind of a more padded foam. So when you slide your foot inside, the laces aren't really necessary to actually hold your foot in place. I actually wear them completely unlaced, but you can lace them up as well. The flywire is functional on this shoe, although it's not really intended as a performance shoe. Could you play soccer in these? If you really wanted to, you could. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. It still isn't the most stable thing, even with the flywire, just because of how it fits. And with this Nike Free bottom, you're not going to get much traction if you're trying to make any kind of quick movements or changes of direction. The Nike Free outsole is a 3.0 variation, so it's pretty flat. There's a 4mm lift in the heel. That's the offset between the heel and the forefoot, which is what you're going to find with the 3.0 line. Obviously, it's a Nike Free, so you get all this flexibility. There's no real structure to the outsole, which makes this very, very comfortable for casual wear. Or again, if you really wanted to run in them, I guess there's nothing stopping you with this Nike Free 3.0 bottom. And then with a Nike Free 3.0, you're going to find that the outsole is pretty much entirely made from that Phyllite foam, with a little bit of rubber at the tip of the toe and a little bit of rubber at the heel in kind of the high wear zones. But as a casual wear sneaker, really, really good looking shoe, nice and lightweight, super comfortable to wear, and I really like this colorway. Very simple, and I think that you can just wear it casually with a lot of different things, which is kind of the main reason why I picked them up. Plus, for the $130 retail price that they ask for these things, I don't think that's too unreasonable considering the actual sneaker that you get. They charge a lot more for sneakers that I don't think are nearly as nice as these things. So again, really nice sneaker. That's pretty much what I have to say about it. And next, let's move on to the on feet so we can get a better idea as to how these shoes look and of course what the sizing is like. All right, so here is a look at the shoes on feet. You can see on my left foot, I left the stock laces in unlaced. They're a little bit long for my liking, but nothing too crazy. But given that this is kind of an army green shoe, I couldn't help myself but to throw in some of the camo SR4U replacement laces. If you guys are interested in a pair of replacement laces for yourself, the website to go to is www.sr4ulaces.com. They're technically made for soccer cleats. This is a soccer cleat inspired sneaker, so I figured it was a perfect match, and the shades of green actually work really, really well. I think it looks pretty cool, but again, everyone has their own opinion. As far as the overall comfort level of these shoes go, it does have that Nike Free 3.0 bottom, which isn't overly cushioned, but is very, very flexible and super comfortable for kind of casual wear. Again, if you really wanted to run in these, I suppose you could. They're comfortable enough, and when you do pull the laces tight, because of the fly wire through the midfoot, you get a decent amount of lockdown. I guess it'd be kind of unusual doing a lot of running in a mid-cut shoe like this, but again, you definitely could get away with it if you wanted to. And I will say that this particular version or this particular colorway, because of the actual kind of hyperfuse covering you have on the majority of the upper, mainly in the toe box and the forefoot area, it does have a little bit more stiffness to it than the other colorway that I have, where the upper is pretty much just straight up mesh. It's not uncomfortable, it's just a slightly different sensation, and it does make the shoe fit a little bit tighter overall. So something worth noting if you do have a really, really wide foot. I don't think you're gonna have any issues here, but the ones that are straight up mesh definitely do feel wider and kind of more spacious when you're actually wearing them. As far as sizing is concerned, I'm wearing my usual size 9.5 US, and the fit seems to be pretty much perfect. So if you are looking to order a pair of these, I would personally recommend going true to size if you want kind of a semi-snug fit, I suppose. But that's pretty much it. Really good looking sneaker. I really, really like this particular colorway. Very clean, very simple, and something that I think you can wear almost all the time. All right, guys, that is it for my review of the Nike Free Hypervenom 2 sneakers. Again, if you guys are interested in a pair of these for yourself, there's a buy it now link down below in the description of this video. If you have any questions at all regarding this particular shoe, leave those questions down below in the comment section. I definitely will get an answer out to you, and feel free to leave suggestions for other sneakers you'd like to see featured on the channel as well. If you enjoyed today's video, found it helpful and informative, be sure to support it with a like. Subscribe if you haven't already for more sneaker reviews, of course. All my social media information is linked down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. And as always, thanks for watching.